Alright, ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? Welcome back to the predictions and breakdowns. Today we are taking a look at UFC Fight Night, Kamaru Usman versus Joaquin Buckley, which is taking place on Saturday, the 14th of June, 2025, starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are going to be taking a look at the entire card, starting with the early prelims today instead of the main event and ending with the main event. We're going to get started with it. Let's get right into it. We're going to start off with the early prelim opener, which was, but we're not doing a breakdown or a recap, excuse me. We're doing a breakdown. Prelim opener of Vanessa Demopoulos versus Jamie Lynn Horth. We're probably going to stick with the side of Jamie Lynn Horth. Outreaches Vanessa Demopoulos better in the hands, and her grappling realistically is clearly Vanessa Demopoulos has a huge hole in her game when it comes down to the grappling. Talita Alencar exposed her completely. There's not a whole lot to say about this. Jamie Lynn Horth just has really quick hands. She's decent on the reach. She did unfortunately lose to Miranda Maverick, who's kind of a journey girl, but it is a somewhat of an okay loss. Ivana Petrovich, okay. Veronica Hardy split, all right. Haley Cohen, whatever. Demopoulos, I am a little bit worried because she does pull out these weird wins. She does come out and win the fights that she's not supposed to win. I don't, realistically, to be honest, I was thinking Demopoulos first when I was looking at these fights, but you can't 100% pick her, especially because she's moving up into flyweight. You don't know how she's going to perform. You don't know if she has the power. You don't really know how she's going to hold up when it comes down to a girl like Jamie Lynn Horth, who's just going to try and force everything and just basically run at you and just trying to use her cardio to her advantage. I'm going to go with Jamie Lynn Horth to try and keep it standing probably, and just try and force the action. And hopefully beat a Demopoulos that's just kind of on a downward trend, especially after that Talita Alencar loss. Lost a lot of stock with me, and I'm sure with others. Next on the prelims, Phil Rowe versus Ange Loosa. I'm going with the Fresh Prince. A little bit of a worry because Ange Loosa does have a high strike count when it comes to most of his fights, average of 6 strikes per minute, and Phil only throws 4. Phil's a little bit slicker when it comes to the boxing. Unfortunately, you didn't get to see a whole lot of that when it came to the Jake Matthews fight. He was a little bit flat-footed, didn't throw a whole lot, and it was about a year ago, if I'm not mistaken. It's kind of a worry, but you're a year later. Hopefully, he goes back to his normal stance, which is moving around quite well, flowing quite well, throwing that 1-2. He does have 6.5 inches of reach. He does, he has a lot going for him. Loosa, I did have a bit of a problem with him with the Brian Battle fight. Kind of bitched out on the fight. Didn't really get eye poked. Kind of just pussied out when he was about to get knocked out. I'm going to say that this is probably going to be a part of his downward trend. And I think Phil Rowe here gets a knockout. I think he's going to be able to finish on Loosa. I think it just comes to a problem where Loosa likes to get into the pocket and throw some weird uppercuts and stuff. Phil Rowe loves to counter-strike, and he's one of those guys that's so quick on it and stands on his punches. It's going to give Ange a couple problems. I think he's going to step into something. I think he's going to get dropped, and I think Phil Rowe will just finish it out, get a knockout victory inside, the Apex? No, it's Atlanta, Georgia. Look at that. We're actually going to an arena for this one. Thank Christ. We're going to get Bruce Buffer. Let's go. We're going Phil Rowe. The Fresh Prince, I think, is going to take out the Ninja. I think he's just a little bit too much. It's very, very strong boxing in that fight, and Phil Rowe has the reach. It's just, can he deal with the striking of Ange Loosa, the consistency to throw high volume every single fight? I think he does. I think he's able to stay out of it, especially with that reach advantage. It makes it a little bit easier. Next on the prelims, Ricky Simón versus Cameron Smotherman. We're gonna go with Ricky Simón on a bit of a heater right now after knocking out Yavid Bashrat in round 1? I think it was round 1, 2 minutes in. No, 3:58. Takes out Yavid Bashrat, drops him out cold after having his UFC contract on the line. Impresses the gods enough to give him another contract, and then you have Cameron Smotherman. Lost to Siri City, couldn't deal with the consistent striking, couldn't deal with the mix-up, couldn't deal with just a high-level fighter, and I think that's kind of his problem. I think it's the problem that usually he likes to use his range at 135 to bully guys. He likes to, 5'9", 70 inches of reach. You're not going to get that with Ricky Simón. He is going to run at you. He's going to try and just use whatever he thinks will win him the fight. And that's why I like Ricky so much. He's really one of those guys that just tries his hardest, always goes out there every single round, asks the coaches what he can do better. Usually in rounds 2 and 3 will make the adjustments if he has to. Unfortunately, couldn't do that against Vinicius Oliveira, too good of a striker. Mario Bautista, just too good of a mix-up. Song Yadong knocked him out. It's just so strong. Cameron Smotherman is strong. Not at the level of those guys, and I think Ricky Simone's a little bit better as a mixed martial artist. I think he's a little bit more complete. I think the veteran status of Ricky Simone is going to allow him to just kind of smooth past Smotherman. To be completely honest, I don't think it's going to be a challenge. I think it's going to be one of the easiest fights of the night to pick. I think Ricky Simone gets it done. And it gets a second win in a row that I think he deserves. I think he's been working hard. He looks a lot better since that Vinicius Oliveira fight. So I'm hoping he can keep the momentum going and just not fall down. Next on the prelims, Cody Durden versus Jose Ochoa. We're going Cody Durden. Jose Ochoa had a bunch of problems with Loner Kavanagh, and Loner Kavanagh gassed in the second round. He was just, the striking was good for Jose Ochoa, but when it comes down to the takedowns, if you get taken down by Cody Durden, bro, you're not getting back up. You're going to sit there for a while, and Jose Ochoa is more of a pure striker. Doesn't really trade a whole lot. Oh, God. I should have held in that for a while. Doesn't really train a whole lot of wrestling from what I can tell. The jiu-jitsu is okay, but the wrestling is just kind of shit. Cody Durden is one of those guys that's taken out a lot of UFC veterans. Charles Johnson, Jake Hadley when he was inside for a bit. Matt Schnell when he was trying to make a comeback. A bunch of guys, man. The other Bruno Silva. A bunch of guys that also he was winning that Bruno Silva fight till he ate that uppercut. He won every single second until that uppercut. He just unfortunately walked into it. He's just so good on the ground. He's so good at the mix-up. He kind of takes down strikers completely because he's one of those guys that just tries to gas them out. He's going to force you up against the cage until he can give a takedown. If he gets a takedown, he's going to make you get up, let you get back down, make you get up. God damn it, make you get back down. It's because I'm doing this at fucking midnight, man. I gotta get these in somehow. I got too much to do. Yeah, I think Cody Durden is just going to roll over Jose Ochoa. Ochoa is one of those guys that's getting the benefit of the doubt because he's 24 years of age, and he's a young guy who has some really impressive striking. When you get down to the ground, bro, and you're in an arm triangle, your striking is not doing a whole lot for you. I understand the fight starts on the feet, but if you can't defend a normal takedown and you're fighting Cody Durden, who has decent stand-up, it's not like he's bad in the stand-up. How many knockouts does he have on his record? Yeah, most of his wins are knockouts or submissions. He has decent stand-up, man. He's not even bad. He has a bit of a problem when it comes into closing the distance with guys who are just a bit bigger than him. And when it comes down to this fight, this guy's not bigger than him. This is going to be just a normal fight. It's going to be a guy that is going to throw some wild shit, but Cody Durden can make sure he stays away from most of the danger of it. I think Cody Durden gets it done, most likely by finish, but I think the scorecards are probably more likely. I would say probably by finish, actually. I think Cody Durden could get it done inside distance. I think submission is probably where we're sitting. Next on the prelims, Malcolm Wallmaker versus Chris Montino. I really wanted to pick Montino. I'm not going to lie. He's been on a huge heater, knocking dudes out. Looked super fucking impressive coming up. Malcolm Wallmaker is a problem. He is a problem. He dropped Cameron Simon, Adam Bramhall, dropped him in the first round. He's a fucking problem, dude. That dude's seriously a crazy problem. He's got crazy power. He's slick. He's consistent. He's got precision striking. He's seriously a fucking problem, man. And Chris Montino, when he fought Sugar Sean O'Malley, not good, bro. Guido too, just not good. You're not even fighting that good of a guy, and you're getting fucking rocked, bro. Absolutely rocked. Now, granted, he is fighting absolute journeyman. Excuse me. He's fighting the guys he needs to fight to get back into the UFC, basically. He's not fighting the super high-level guys. But I think Malcolm Wallmaker's kind of getting fed. Honestly, he's getting fed. He's just getting fed some fucking sheep. Chris doesn't really belong in the UFC, especially from what I saw last time. He's strong. He's a strong-willed guy. Takes a lot of punishment. This is not the type of fight you want to take punishment from. Malcolm Wallmaker, especially recently, he's proven himself. He's going to prove himself again here. I'm a little bit scared for Chris. I think he gets out in the first round. I guess we'll see. Next on the prelims, Michael Chiesa versus Court McGee. We're going Michael Chiesa by submission. It's not even close. Court McGee's kind of one of those guys that you wish would win a fight, but at 40 years of age, it's just he's not going to win anymore. He's done. He's at the elevated fight team. He has a good cardio, but Michael Chiesa is going to catch him in a darce. It's so obvious. It's not even funny. It's just Court doesn't have the level of game that's even there anymore. He's just too old. He's on the out. Tim Means, he was able to get a neck crank off of him, but Tim Means is fucking dog shit. Like, he's 41 himself. You know, it's just the fight of the old men at that point. He's just not going to win. There's just no way he does. Michael Chiesa's on a 2-win streak. Submitted Max Griffin as well as Tony Ferguson. Oh, fuck. I wish there was a drug that I could take that just... Well, I guess there is, like, cocaine or something, but I'm not doing that shit. I wish there was a drug I could take that I just don't yawn anymore. You know what I mean? Like, holy shit. Michael Chiesa is going to submit him. Okay, we all know this. It's not even close. He's just so good at jiu-jitsu. It's actually not even funny. It's really ridiculous, actually, when you really look at it. Because somehow, even though he has no striking, guys just walk into him, let him have a takedown, and then just get absolutely fucking mauled. Makes no sense. Happens every time they fight Chiesa. It's going to happen again. Give me Michael Chiesa under 1.5 rounds. Next in the prelims, Paul Craig. This is the featured bout. Paul Craig versus Halafel Balato. And believe it or not, I'm locking up under 1.5 rounds for this fight, but I am picking Paul Craig to win by submission. I think Halafel Balato has very overrated grappling. I think he hasn't been tested enough. I think his striking is quite good. I think Paul Craig takes enough punishment to where I think he can get in, maybe get a takedown on Balato, try and work something out, and try and lock up that submission. Granted, Paul Craig's kind of low-key dog shit. He is kind of a fucking can at middleweight, especially nowadays. Is this at light heavyweight? Oh my god, Paul Craig's going up to light heavyweight for this. Alright, bro. Whatever you say, Paul Craig. He needs a takedown. If he doesn't get a takedown, he's not winning. Halafel Balato is very, very strong in those hands. He will be looking for that chin of Paul Craig. Hey, damn it, bro. Anyway. I can see Balato maybe working a 1-2 and just forcing some action on Paul Craig early and just dropping him really, really early. If he doesn't drop him early, dude, Paul Craig's just going to try and work you till you're gassed, and he's going to lock up some dumb submission and get it on you. Paul Craig by submission is probably less likely than Halafel Balato by knockout, but I'm still picking it. I like Paul Craig to just try and mop him up, bro. I don't know. He looked good half the time. I just wanted to get something cool and stop being on this fucking downward spiral against absolute dog shit guys like fucking Bo Nickel of all people too. He just got the decision by Bo Nickel. That's how bad Bo Nickel is, by the way. He has no power in his hands. Couldn't even knock out Paul Craig. Next, to start off the main card, Alonzo Menifield versus Umar Sy. It's not even close. Umar Sy should maul Alonzo Menifield. He has 7 inches of reach. He's so much quicker, and Alonzo Menifield's one of those guys that used to be really quick. He had 3 absolute fucking wars with Carlos Ulberg, Mirzakhanov, and that war with Julius Walker where he almost lost, which was absolutely unbelievable. And he's kind of just been slowing down. You can see the brain damage is starting to take effect. And Umar Sy is just new blood, coming into the UFC fresh, 11-0, not willing to lose, not willing to win by decision. He tries to finish every single one of his fights. Even the last one he won by decision. He tried to finish it. He really did. He tried to use everything he could. I think Umar Sy wins. I'm not going to be betting this fight. There's no point. Minus 500. What are you betting for? You're betting for Alonzo to fucking clip him with one good shot, and then you lose all your parlays. You know what I'm saying? I'd stay away from this fight. I think it's probably going to go to the distance. I think both these guys are just going to be a little bit too technical. I think these guys are going to be looking for some big haymakers, and they're just going to be able to whiff. I think Umar Sy takes it down. Alonzo Menifield's kind of on his way out. There's not really a whole lot to say about him anymore. He just hasn't had a good win since, Jacoby maybe, and Jacoby was kind of doing shit in 2023, just didn't look the same that he does now. Jimmy Crute, two fights, Jimmy Crute's dog shit as well, came back and lost another fight. He lost to William Knight, bro. William Knight's one of the guys that just stared at his opponent for his last fight in the UFC. He got kicked out immediately after against Martin Prachnio. Just absolutely sad. This guy's fucking terrible. Anyway, that's it for that one. Next on the main card, we have Cody Brundage versus Mansour Abdul Malik. We're going with Mansour Abdul Malik to knock out and finish Cody Brundage in the first round. Abdul Razak Al Hassan showed the way to victory against Cody Brundage, and that is blitz him as fast as you can. Use all of your advantage that you have in the striking and just try and blitz him down, because if he gets you down to the ground, you have a big fucking problem. He's a crazy wrestler. You don't really want to deal with it. And granted, Cody Brundage isn't that good, but if he does grab Mansour Abdul Malik, I bet you he probably submits him. So I'm going to go with Mansour Abdul Malik to finish him quick. Use that 8 inches of reach that he has and just poke out Cody Brundage. Just put him to the ground. Keep working. Move. Do not get to the cage. Don't. If this was the Apex, by the way, I'd be fucking hovering Brundage. Maybe. Because there's a fucking problem with that Apex. There's a lot shorter distance to carry over. Mansour Abdul Malik should be able to finish him really quick. He's just one of those guys that just has been really calculated in his strikes. Been really good. Nick Klein knocked out Dusko, who didn't get knocked out by who? Zachary Reese recently. Wes Schultz. Alan St. He's on a fucking... He hasn't won by decision. He is going to finish Cody Brundage. It will be early. It will be quick. You can bet your money on it. I promise. Next on the main card, Cody Garbrandt, versus Raoni Barcelos. We're going Cody Garbrandt. Raoni is getting a little bit slower. He fought against Kyler Phillips. Kyler Phillips is kind of a similar fighter to Cody Garbrandt. Loves to throw a lot of strikes. Loves to move around. Loves to use his cardio to his advantage. And Raoni is just one of those guys that kind of follows blindly. Cody's going to look for a huge strike. And if he clips Raoni with one of the shots that Kyler hit him with, he's going out. Cody Garbrandt is a fucking huge power puncher. He's only lost to the best in the division. I would say we're going with Cody Garbrandt to win by knockout. I think Raoni Barcelos his tenure is done. He was able to beat Peyton Talbot, but that's kind of a can check. Didn't have any grappling whatsoever. Cody Garbrandt does have decent takedown defense. It's not like he's a bum. He was able to submit Christian Quinones as well with a rear naked choke. Umar Nurmagomedov, even they were striking the whole time. There was no takedowns. Well, I think there was one, but there wasn't a whole lot going on. We're gonna. Oh my gee. Oh yeah, this is Raoni. That's why I was looking. I was like, what the fuck am I looking at? I thought I was looking at Cody Garbrandt and stuff. Yeah, Cody Garbrandt's just a little bit faster in the striking, in my opinion. Granted, he's lacking an inch, but does that really matter? We're going to be stepping into the pocket anyway. These guys love swinging. I think Barcelos is going to be a little bit overconfident, to be honest. I think Cody Garbrandt's going to go in there sharp. I think he's going to look for the right hand. Overhand right's huge. I think he's going to clip Barcelos with it stepping in. Barcelos just leaves his chin up in the air sometimes. I think that right side's wide open. I think the leg kicks are very vulnerable for Barcelos. I think he just doesn't check them enough. I think his knee side is very vulnerable on that lead leg. If Cody Garbrandt can just do a jab and a leg kick, just try and hide the leg kick and just smack right into it, I think you'll have Raoni compromise in the first round, work the boxing in the second round, you probably put him out. Next on the main card, we have Edmen Shahbazyan versus Andrei Petroski. What the fuck? I didn't even know this fight was on the card. Probably Shahbazyan by knockout, right? Knockout round 1. He's just so fucking just dangerous with the hands, and usually that's how he gets knocked down in round 1, right? Like it's one of those things where he gets finished. So I'm gonna go with Edmen Shahbazyan to knock out Andrei Petroski in round 1. Shahbazyan's one of those guys that is a round 1 or bust, so if he does not get it in the first round, most likely he's not going to win. So if you are betting the fight, I would bet Edmen Shahbazyan to win in round 1. And if you get to an end of round 1, I would immediately start putting your money on Andrei Petroski to win for the rest of the fight. Just statistically, he just doesn't win. I'd give Shahbazyan the benefit of the doubt, realistically, though. He is 7 years a younger fighter. He does have 2 inches of reach. He does have 2 inches of height, and he does have the power advantage completely. Andrei Petroski is one of those guys that gets lucky when he fights guys. He doesn't take a whole lot of punishment when it comes to punches. He doesn't have a lot of guys on his record that have significant punching power other than Michel Pereira, and Pereira knocked him out quick. We're going to go with Shahbazyan to take him out early. It's just one of those things where it seems a little bit too good to be true. I think Petroski has a big problem here, and I think he's going to get knocked out early. Next on the co-main event of the evening. If you guys did enjoy this so far, make sure to like and subscribe if you have not already. Again, I know I'm yawning. I'm trying my best here, okay? We're a little bit late in the evening. Rose Namajunas. We're probably going to go with Rose Namajunas. Now, I am a little bit worried because Miranda Maverick is on a heater. Rose Namajunas has been looking shit since her loss against Amanda Fiorot. Just her striking has been out of whack. She hasn't been looking the same. And luckily, we're getting only a 3-round fight instead of a 5-round fight. I don't know why she's been headlining so many of these fights. But Miranda Maverick is half decent. She's a kind of a journey going, though. Been in the UFC for a long, long time, since 2017 or something like that, right? 2020. I don't know, man. Like, I feel more confident in the fact that Rose Namajunas is just so much better on the feet. Granted, her takedown defense hasn't held up over the years, but I do think in this situation, Miranda Maverick's not high enough level to take down a girl like Rose Namajunas, former flyweight champion of the world. I'm going to go with Rose to just kind of, or strawweight champion of the world, right? Against Zhang. Yeah. I'm going to go with Rose and just try and mop up Miranda Maverick. Maybe if you want, you bet Miranda Maverick to take a round. Probably going to win rounds 2 or 3 with the grappling. She could win both. But I would think Rose Namajunas wins by decision. And Miranda Maverick maybe covers 1 or 3.5 on the spread if you're on the betting side. But Rose Namajunas is good, man. She's good in the striking. Her Muay Thai is really nice. Her kickboxing is half decent. Her side kicks are pretty good. Her front kicks are okay. Like, she's got the 1-2. She doesn't really, like, she boxes really well. Like, she doesn't box with her eyes closed and shit. Like, she actually throws stuff with intent. She doesn't just throw to throw. And I like that about her. Now, we're going to go to the main event of the evening. Again, if you guys did enjoy this so far, drop a like. It helps me out. Maybe comment. Tell me who you guys like this week. Because this one's tough. I'm not going to lie, this one's truly tough. But we have a 5-round Usman who's 38 years of age with absolute butchered knees. And we have a Joaquin Buckley who just took out Stephen Wonderboy Thompson in the 3rd round after losing the first 2. Now, what do you do here? Right? Oh, no, he just stopped Colby Covington. Well, Colby's dog shit, whatever. What do you do here? This is next level wrestling. This is new blood versus old blood. This is what this is. And Buckley's fucking ripped, man. Now listen, if I didn't know any better, I would say this is Joaquin Buckley easy. But we all saw the Hamzat Chimaev fight. We all saw Kamaru Usman, what he could have done to Hamzat late in the fight. We all saw what happened with Joaquin Buckley in that Wonderboy fight. Getting a little bit gassed, getting a little bit desperate, throwing a little bit wild. Ain't life a bitch. I'm going to go with Joaquin Buckley to win, I think. Here's my reasoning. I want... This is my problem. I want to pick Kamaru Usman. I do. I truly do. I was thinking of picking all day. I was thinking I was going to go into this video and pick Kamaru Usman. I'm going to be realistic. Number 1. Okay? He hasn't fought in almost 2 years. That's a problem. Ring rust is real. You're fighting in front of a crowd. We don't know how you're going to do. We don't know how your knees are holding up. And that leads into point number 2. The knees. The knees are absolutely fucking shot for Kamaru Usman. Right? Has to walk downstairs backwards. Can't walk properly. That's a problem. That worries me a lot. Number 3. 38 years of age. Kind of a fucking curse. Every time fighters get 38 years of age, they start having big problems trying to win fights. And you're fighting a guy who, here's point number 4, hits like a fucking truck, weighs 171 but walks around at like 225. This guy's fucking ripped. What do you do? What do you do? We're going to go with Joaquin Buckley to win by knockout, I guess. There's nothing else you can bet. Like, if you, like, realistically, Joaquin Buckley, he's the new blood. I want to, again, Kamaru Usman's wrestling, if he takes Buckley down, Buckley is fucked. Because he'll sit there the whole fucking fight. Buckley won't fucking move. Kamaru Usman's next fucking level when it comes to grappling. Next level. You guys don't understand. Next level. Next level grappling. If he gets a hold of Buckley, he's getting fucking dragged to the floor and getting choked out. I want to pick Kamaru Usman on the spread, but I don't know. I would stay away from this fight if you're betting it, to be completely honest. I'm going to... Fuck it. I'm going to pick Kamaru Usman to win on the spread, plus 5.5. I can't realistically pick Buckley. There's too many fucking holes in his game. Again, Kamaru Usman has busted up knees and I'm willing to fucking pick him. You know how fucking crazy that is? You know how insane that is? Buckley should win, though, but I'm gonna say maybe Kamaru covers the spread on the scorecards. I don't know. I think fuck, it's too messed up. I would probably go with the side of Buckley, I guess, if you're realistically being honest. But Usman is just too much in my heart, too much in my blood, and I think that guy is fucking crazy good. The grappling is seriously a big question for Buckley, man. We haven't seen a guy been able to grapple him yet. Colby Covington's kind of dog shit. He's kind of a cam. We knew that. We knew that going up. Vicente Luque couldn't really get him down. Alex Morono, Imavov. I don't know, guys. That's all I got for you guys today. Hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you have not already. This was the predictions and breakdowns for UFC Fight Night. Kamaru Usman versus Joaquin Buckley. Hope you guys did enjoy. I will talk to you guys all later. I'll see you tomorrow for the betting talk. Hope you guys have a good night. I'll talk to you guys all later. Peace.